can you rely on when the chips are down? Call on Mumfie when you need defending. Braver than a bulldog, brighter than a clown. Here comes Mumfie with the happy ending. With his faithful friend the Scarecrow, he's got dreams enough to share. So if you want adventure, this is where to start. If you need a hero who can play the part, the little pachyderm with a great big heart.
One day, Mumfie and his good friend Scarecrow were getting ready to leave their cottage. I've really been looking forward to today. So have I. It's been postponed so many times, but now we're finally going to do it. Are you expecting any visitors? No, I don't think so. Me neither. Maybe it's just a wrong number. But it wasn't a stranger with a wrong number at Mumfie's door. Napoleon! Mes amis! It was Napoleon Jones. You're just in time. Yes, you can come with us. We're going to smell all the different flowers in the woods. That sounds delightful, but I can't. Not today. May I stay here while my rooms at the palace are redecorated? If he stays here, then we can't go out. It's rude to leave a house guest alone. And I suppose we can always smell all those flowers another time. You're very welcome to stay here, Napoleon. Merci. And may I store my extra luggage here too? I don't see why not. We do have plenty of extra room. Merci beaucoup, mes amis. Now, if you'll just lend me your hands and your trunk. What is this, Napoleon? Perhaps I will tell you later. For now, please, just be very careful. Magnifique. Tout de suite. I must learn to speak French one day. I think he'd like us to hurry. There, it's almost all the way. Napoleon? Why don't you just throw all this stuff out? Stuff? Stuff? Is not junk? Not one scrap. Not one scrap? See for yourself. Postcards, photo albums, menus from every cafe, restaurant, and bistro we ever visited together. We? Who's we? Fifi and I. This is all that remains to remind me of her. No one could make a potato soup like my Fifi. It was so delicious and smelled so wonderful. She looks very familiar. C'est impossible. There is no one in the whole world like my Fifi. Don't worry, Napoleon. We'll find a place for all of your belongings. Merci beaucoup. Because my other things will be here soon. You've certainly got a lot of books. Oui. Did Fifi give them all to you? Nope. Did you read all of them together? Nope. Then why are they here? Each one contains a pressed boutonniere that I wore on one of our wonderful evenings out. I had better go and bring in the rest of the books. I have brought in less than half so far. Where are we going to put it all? I don't know. But we have to find some place. Well, we won't find it in here. There's only one empty... Thank goodness. I couldn't have listened to that song one more time. I must have heard it at least 100 times. Pardon me, Napoleon. Is there another song you could play? Oh no. I have only this one record. It was Fifi's favorite song. I knew you were going to say that. Finding room for all of Napoleon's belongings proved to be a difficult task indeed. Mumfie and Scarecrow were glad when bedtime came, but... Psst, Mumfie, are you awake? Yes. I can't sleep either. Ouch! Everything looks like a big jigsaw puzzle that just can't fit. What are we going to do? We've already told Napoleon he can keep his things here. We can't just take back our offer. I know. Let's leave the papers in the house and move into the suitcases. Then all of a sudden, Mumfie had an idea. Scarecrow, if we can find Fifi, then maybe Napoleon wouldn't need his mementos anymore. Yes. Then he'd have live feathers to sing to instead of old photos. But how do we find her? I thought you'd never ask. You can help us find Fifi? Of course. Well, please tell us, so we can get back some room around here. You can find her with one simple piece of advice. Follow your nose. Mumfie and Scarecrow were soon off on their search. My nose says to keep going. So does mine, but our noses will always say to keep going. Forever. Because they're always in front of us. So we will always have to follow them. So then how will they ever tell us to stop? I don't know. I suppose Mumfie and Scarecrow suddenly noticed a wonderful smell wafting on the breeze through the trees. Could that be potato soup? Yes, and it smells delicious. The best potato soup I've ever smelled. Remember how I said that the pictures Napoleon had of Fifi looked very familiar? Yes? Well, now I remember where I've seen her before. Where? Here. But we never smelled the clues. Of course, Scarecrow. Potato soup. Bonjour, monsieur. I think she means us. Sometime, we must really learn to speak French. Hello. Je suis Fifi. Welcome to my café. Because their kitchen was so crowded, Mumfie and Scarecrow hadn't had anything to eat for a long time. So they decided to have some soup. Bon appétit. Go on. Ask her if she remembers Napoleon. What if she doesn't? Then we wouldn't tell Napoleon we found her, because that would hurt his feelings. Don't you like my soup? What makes you say that? Because you haven't eaten any. Well, for now, we just loved looking at it. But now's over. Mumfie, don't you think we'd better... Yes, you're right, Scarecrow. Go on. Ask her if she remembers Napoleon Jones. All right. Madame? Oui? May I help you? Yes. We'd like to ask you a question. The answer is no. But you didn't hear the question yet. Is always the same. May I have the recipe to your soup? That's not what we wanted to ask. No? No. Step into my living quarters, s'il vous plaît. Pictures of Napoleon were everywhere. I think we have the answer to our question. I think you're right. Oh, my darling Fifi. C'est très, très tragique. Bonjour, Napoleon. Aren't you going to say something to me after all these years? You are even lovelier, if that is possible. And you look splendid. But where were you? How were you able to find her? Napoleon's friends explained that she had been very busy working at her cafe and had actually been a neighbor for many years. That's why I thought she looked so familiar. If you hadn't buried your beak in dusty souvenirs, you would have seen for yourself that she lived only a few fields away. Ah, it is indeed true, mes amis. Treasure those you love and live for today, because each today can bring something wonderful. And tomorrow, I promise to empty out all my luggage and part with many of my belongings. For we now have so many, many new memories to make. Birds of a feather will stick together. Fifi, ma chère, I think this is a new beginning for an old friendship. Now we have to get back to what we were doing. Oh, please, no more work, Mumfie. I have to take some time to smell the roses. And the honeysuckle, and the lilacs, and the potato soup.